What's the number one thing that you could do to never look older? It doesn't have anything to do with a skincare product. The answer might surprise you. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Yes, when we're talking about not looking older, skincare products, obviously important and do help to a great extent. But the number one thing that causes everyone, no one's immune, to look older as we move through the years is the amount of bone and fat loss that occurs in our body, in particular in our face. That is why oftentimes, even though we may see folks with really good, great looking skin, but they are still dealing with sagging, drooping skin or changes in the way their actual face looks because the placement of fat pads under the skin on the face have moved, changed, or shrunk. Now, facial fat loss, also known as lipotrophy, can occur for a lot of reasons, not just aging. Other things like genetics, medical conditions, and even medications can create this problem. And while it may not be possible to completely reverse facial fat loss and bone loss, there are some solid strategies that we're going to go over in today's video to prevent further loss and improve the appearance of facial volume. So let's dive in. I want to share a quick story with you because I have of late had more commentary about the fact that I look better in person than I actually do on camera. And in fact, one of the things that people point out because of my age, for those of you who don't know, I'm 59, going to be 60 in March, is that I don't seem to have lost any of the fat in my face. It happened recently on my trip to California. Getting on the plane, a flight attendant tapped me on the shoulder and asked me if I was a YouTuber because I looked familiar. And of course I said yes. And she said, "We thought so because we recognized you as you were getting on the plane, and I wanted to come over and tell you that we really, all of us, watch your channel, love your skincare tips, and you look amazing in person. How do you do it?" And then there was this comment that just came up yesterday on one of my videos. And it's kind of funny because everyone concentrates on skincare products, and while they do help prevent fat loss to a degree, it really is that fat and bone loss that causes the droopy, sagging skin that we see. So there are two important things we want to do. Number one, we want to prevent bone and fat loss in the face and body. And number two, encourage collagen production and protect the collagen that we already have. How do we do that? Well, one of the number one ways, obviously, is to have filler used to replace the volume in the face. This is a very common practice. We see it all the time. People use dermal fillers to actually build up volume in the areas where it's lost, typically the jawline, the cheeks, the lips, and the upper brow. These would be your Restylane, Juvederm, and Sculptra, which are injected by dermatologists or medical professionals in those areas to beef those areas back up. It is a temporary fix, although it is immediate and it can be costly and there are risks involved. But there are other ways we can address this without having to resort to injections. Now, one of the things that I have done for years myself are incorporating a series of facial exercises that I actually learned from my grandmother. And for those of you who've been following me on the channel, you know all about these because I talk about them and have done videos on them in the past. And these types of exercises, when done consistently, help tone and tighten the skin, but also build up the muscles underneath the skin, helping to lift and firm and give your entire face a more youthful appearance. Now, as I said, I have a whole series of videos dedicated to facial yoga and exercises. If this is an approach that you think is interesting for you, there will be a link down below in the video description box where you can access them and watch them for yourself. And then there is facial massage, which is very helpful for a lot of people, especially in toning the areas of the neck, the jawline, and the cheeks. There are several different methods of massage for the face, like gua sha, which help improve superficial circulation, lymph drainage, which gets rid of some of that puffiness, helps stimulate collagen production, and improve the look of your facial contours. Okay then, so what about skincare? Well, there are certain skincare products, as I said in the beginning, that can really help improve the look of your skin, but also help stimulate collagen production and play a big role in the prevention of fat loss in the face, meaning that they can help improve your skin's texture and the appearance of facial volume. Now, there are 5 must-haves in an anti-aging skincare routine that I always recommend. The first one is a good vitamin C serum applied every morning, followed by a peptide complex serum, which are amino acids that your skin and collagen actually use to rebuild themselves. Then, of course, a good moisturizer that contains hyaluronic acid or polyglutamic acid acid, which are molecules that pull moisture from the air into the skin, keeping your skin plumped and hydrated, making it look far younger than it normally would when it's dry. And then, of course, the consistent use of a good sunscreen, and at night, the use of a retinoid, whether that be a retinol product, retinaldehyde, or even prescription strength tretinoin. Those 5 steps together can really help improve the look of your face, help preserve fat under the skin. Retinoids in particular have the ability to increase facial volume, and that is the only skincare topical we have that can permanently do that. Of course, the number one biggie being the use of sunscreen every day, no matter what, applying it properly and every 2 hours if you're outdoors. Sunscreen is so important. It's one of the things that I've done since I was in my late teens, and you can see the benefits that I have. And I know it is the key player in the reason I have not developed saggy skin anywhere, even on my arms. So sunscreen, SPF 30 or higher, sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. Did I tell you you need to wear sunscreen? Or all of these other skincare steps don't mean a thing in the long run. So yes, your anti-aging skincare routine plays an integral role in how you're going to age. And I will put links down below in the video description box on the type of products I recommend for each of these steps, so you can check all those out and shore up your own skincare routine. And of course, I would not be doing any of us a favor if I did not mention the fact that you need to take a look at your lifestyle and make it as healthy as you can. Lean into healthy eating. That's lean meats. That's healthy fats, omega-3s. Staying hydrated, avoiding excessive alcohol use, and of course, smoking is a big one. All of which can actually lead to thinning skin and really does do a lot of damage to your skin's elasticity. Looking at levels of stress and stress management, I can't emphasize this one enough. We now know that chronic stress leads to the signs of premature aging. I myself practice mindful meditation every single day, and I can tell you when I skip it, I really know it. It's just like this other important lifestyle habit of getting enough sleep and rest. Your body and your skin in particularly have an overnight repair cycle that happens about 10 o'clock at night until 3 or 4 in the morning. And when we miss out on that, your skin can't repair itself, damaged cells build up, and we begin to see those effects. And the old saying, everyone needs some beauty rest, is really true. Now, depending on your individual circumstances, there are always cosmetic procedures and in-office treatments. There are therapies like laser therapy, oil therapy, facelifts, and thread lifts. All can be helpful. These procedures alone are incorporated with the other things that we've talked about today, can address sagging skin and loss of facial volume. But if you decide to go that route, it's extremely important that you seek out a certified individual, dermatologist, medical professional to perform those treatments. They can actually design an optimized treatment plan for you and get you the kind of results that you actually are looking for and deserve. And as to my own personal strategy on how I handle this, there are some things that I do myself. I incorporate the use of collagen peptides in my diet every single day as a supplement. I do those 5 must-have steps that I talked about in the video earlier, including the facial massage and facial yoga. And I am truly not ever without my sunscreen. I also use red light therapy and EMS strategy on my skin. Those are some things that I talk about on the channel a whole lot. So if you haven't subscribed, this would be a good time to do that and go and find those videos. Again, I'll link to all of that down below in the video description box, along with the exact type of products I recommend in a skincare routine. All of that so we can make it really easy for you to find what you need. Now, if you found this video helpful today, please like it, share it out, let me know in the comments below. And for even more ways to roll back the clock on skin and body aging, be sure to check out this video that's coming up next. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting me. I really do appreciate you. Stay beautiful, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you over on that next video.